Do you love animals? Discover what makes their bodies truly extraordinary. Starting with dogs and cats, Animal Anatomy VR reveals hidden layers and lets you see life from within. Study bones, muscles, the brain, nerves, and arteries across 15 body systems that shape each animal's anatomy. Cut clean cross-sections in real time. Explore and interact with thousands of body parts and intricate structures. Customize your virtual environment to fit your focus, creating the ideal space for learning or exploration. See animals from a new perspective with Ant Mode. Shrink down, journey through the body, and uncover details the naked eye can't see. Built-in tools make complex structures easy to grasp. Test yourself with quick spot-the-part drills and get instant feedback. Trace vessels, follow nerves, and compare muscles as you glide through layers. Whether you have a pet, want to be a vet, or simply love anatomy, immerse yourself in Animal Anatomy VR.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another Let's Play. I'm Miles Dyer, and today we are checking out Animal Anatomy VR. I want to say a massive thank you to Virtual Medicine, who are the exclusive creators of this app. I think that's the exact wording they wanted me to use, which I thought was very cute. But you know, I'm gonna honor them that. I'm gonna take them at their word. Yeah, thank you for them for providing me with the key. I had actually checked out Human Anatomy a year or two ago, and it seems they've now made an app all about animals. So, without further ado, I think let's get into this. Do hit the like button if you haven't already. And do subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of all future Let's Plays, because I'm going to be Let's Playing every single... Whoa, there's a bit of drift there. Every single PSVR2 came out there. So, let's have a look. Oh, weird. Okay, so you move with the right stick, and you turn, but it's click turn, but there's smooth... Okay. How do I... What is good? I can't... Okay. So it tells you to return, but you don't know how to, like, which way to move. This is so weird. That's exactly it. I am a VR veteran, and now I'm going to become a VR veterinarian. Yep. A veterinarian. I can't even say it. All the vets. I'm a vet. I'm a vet. Of all sorts. Right, okay. I'm not going to move around anymore, because that... Okay, but then why? I gotta say, the locomotion makes me feel queasy. That is really weird. Normally you'd use it with the left stick, and then you turn with the right stick. But it's movement like this, but click turning. And then if you go near stuff, it'll say, return to the environment. But then... Oh, you just have to turn away from it, do you? But then you don't know where you are. If I do that, does it just reset me? Okay, it brings me back. All right, you just use the reset button. Got it. A bit strange. Okay, we got... Oh, yeah, this... I remember this. I remember this on Human Anatomy. Very cool. Operating room. Oh, they got Human Anatomy on there. I am in the right game, aren't I? Dark room. Okay, we're going to go to the laboratory. This is the classic, right? So, multi-users. That's kind of cool. So yeah, just to let people know that not sure what we're getting ourselves into. This is not a game. This is an educational app, and I think that this is an awesome use of VR. So let's do the tutorial. Oh no, it is animals. Okay, we got animals. Oh yeah, it says animals there. It was just on the last one. Maybe they just forgot to update it. They just copied over the environment. I have no idea. Right. Interaction basics.
Welcome to the interactive tutorial. In a few steps we will introduce you to the basic principles of our application. You can skip or finish the tutorial at any time and come back to it later. We hope you enjoy our app and that it helps you explore the human body.
The human body? But I'm here for animal bodies. Guys, I'm sorry. Can I just say, they have literally just copied the game over, the app over, and then they've replaced the models, but they've actually not replaced all of the details in this app. You heard that right? It wasn't just me. Okay.
Approach the anatomy model. Use the locomotion control to move around the room. Point the controller in the direction you want to go and push the locomotion control forward.
Yep.
You can switch the teleport, locomotion movement mode in the settings, accessibility.
Okay.
Pull the skull out of the anatomy model.
Pull the skull.
Point the controller at the skull. Press and hold grab control when the structure is highlighted. If you want to observe, return the skull to its place in the anatomy model. Point the controller at the skull. Press and hold grab control when the structure is highlighted.
Oh, guys, it's reprojected. Surely an app like this should run at 90 native when you want to look at stuff clearly. That's a shame. Can I put it back in? There we go. Nice. What? Okay.
Pull the skull out of the anatomy model. Point the controller at the skull. Press and hold grab control when the structure is highlighted. Increase the size of the skull. Grab the skull with one controller by pressing and holding grab control.
Yep.
Then aim at it with the other controller and also press and hold grab
Wow!
control. Return the
Look at
skull
the
to its
size of
place
it.
in the anatomy model.
That's pretty cool. I got a skull on my head. There you go. How about that? There you go, it goes back in. Nice.
Open hand menu. Press the menu control.
Nice.
Turn on the info panel. Find the info panel button in the hand menu. Point to it with the controller.
Okay.
Point the controller at several structures. Keep pointing at a given structure until its name is displayed. A detailed description of the highlighted structure is displayed on the info panel.
Doesn't seem to be. Where's the info panel? Oh, this is the info panel. Oh, there we go. I just had to point away from it first. Okay. Oh, you got to explore just a few different objects. There we go. Click on the cat
button in the models section of hand menu to view the cat models.
Okay.
Close hand menu. Press the menu control. Long press.
Okay.
Grab the skull and place it in space. Some objects are connected. Click on the arrow next to the merged button and explore the three objects on the skull model.
Click on the arrow next to the merge button and explore the three objects. Click on the arrow next to the merge button and explore the three objects. Oh, there we go. Is that? There we go. Okay. Cool. Lecture 2 done. I mean, this is going to be great for people new to VR.
Point at the header of the tutorial panel, white part of the panel, and press grab control to grab it. Then move the panel to the highlighted area. All panels of this type can be moved using the same.
Okay.
Pin the tutorial panel in the space. By default, move the pinned tutorial panel. Point to the header of the tutorial panel and press and open hand menu. The hand menu is a virtual.
I'm doing this very
Move
quickly.
The hand menu. Point and grab the header of the section title models or
Okay.
Pin the hand menu in the space. Press the pin button, top right, hand menu will pin in space, it will not follow you. Switch to Tools section. To open the entire Tools menu, press the Open Tools button in the hand menu. In the Quick Actions section, you can edit the tool selection for quicker access.
Open tools, there we go.
Switch back to Models section. Press the Open Models button.
Cool. Lecture 3, Lecture 4.
Rotate the model. Use manipulation control until you see the left side.
Use
of
the
the
left
model.
stick. Okay.
You can also rotate the model.
Woo, having a party.
Move the body using the arrows beneath it. Point the controller at the arrows beneath the body.
Oh, no, sorry, I didn't mean
Press
to take
and
your
hold
bone.
Grab control and
There you
pull
go,
the
look.
controller in the design.
Whee!
Move the model higher. Use manipulation control to move model higher. You can also hire the model using the double grab gesture.
Look at that.
Point the control. Move the model lower. Use manipulation control to move model lower. Change size of the model. Point the controllers away from the models, press grab control on both controllers simultaneously, and move them apart to scale up the models.
Oh, like that. There we go. Okay. Next lecture. We're doing good.
Turn on the muscular system. Use the system buttons on hand menu to add and remove different systems.
That is terrifying.
Remove 4 layers from the muscular system. Some systems can be layered. Point the controller at the small minus button within the muscular system button and press select control repeatedly.
That's cool.
Show again all the layers of the muscular system that you have hidden. Point the controller.
Sorry, guys, I'm whizzing
Turn
through
on the
this.
hide function. In the hand menu, point to the hide button and confirm. Hide at least 5 structures from the anatomy model. With the hide function on, point the controller at an anatomical structure
okay.
and confirm by pressing select.
That's cool. You can
control.
hide individual pieces. Oh, look at that. Let's take the up.
Display
Good
the
morning,
hidden
dogs, someone in the
structures
chat
using
said.
the step back function. Press the undo control briefly to unhide hidden structures. Repeat the action until you have displayed all hidden structures. Hold down the undo control to execute the undo function completely, displaying all hidden structures at once.
It should have a sound effect
Turn
when you're
off the
undoing it,
muscular
because at the
system.
moment I wasn't sure if
Use
it was
the
even
system
working.
buttons on hand menu to add and remove different systems. Point the controller at the muscular system button and confirm by pressing.
Okay, there we go.
Turn on the ant
Ant mode.
function. In the hand menu, point to the ant mode button and confirm by pressing select control.
Oh, I remember. This is awesome.
Move to the marked place in front of the anatomy model. Use the locomotion control to move
Woo,
around
look
the
at
room.
this. This is awesome.
Point the controller in the direction you want to go and push the Point the controller at 5 structures. Keep pointing at a given structure until its name appears.
Okay.
Move to the indicated location inside the anatomy model. Use the locomotion control to move around the room.
There you go.
Point the controller in the direction. Turn on the hide function. In the hand menu, point to the hide button and confirm.
And then I can...
Hide at least 5 structures from the anatomy model. With the hide function on, point the controller.
Okay. And then undo.
Show all the
2,
structures
3,
you have
4,
hidden.
5.
Press the undo. Turn off the ant mode function.
Am I allowed to turn off
In the
ant mode while I'm
hand
inside
menu,
it?
Point to the ant mode button and confirm by pressing.
There we go. There we go. We have done the tutorial, so now we are good to start. Now, I don't know about you. It sounded like in the trailer there were like multiple animals. Like, I know we've got a dog and a cat. It sounded like there were more than that, didn't it? Anyway, let's have a look here. So, well, let's put the digestive system on. Should we give it some eyes as well? There we go. Here's a cat. Right, let's go in ant mode. Is this a thing of nightmares? Hey everyone, we're learning about the anatomy of a cat. And this is a cat that is just... This is just the skeleton of a cat with its digestive system and eyes. Tell me how adorable that looks. And I'm the size of an ant. Can we can go in through the nose? Or into the mouth? Let's go into the mouth. Oh, here we are. There's the pharynx. And then we're going to go down here. Going to go down the esophagus into the stomach. Okay. Oh, this is the liver. The lobe of the pancreas. Look at this. And there's the jejunum. Jejunum, everyone? I've never heard of a jejunum. Have you heard of a jejunum? And now it's a roller coaster. And then you come out of the other side, which is the anus. There we go. The anal canal, the rectum, the descending colon. This is pretty awesome. Look at that. Oh, what's that? Is that saliva glands? Oh, those are thyroid glands, left and right. And then, okay. There's the larynx. It is pretty incredible, isn't it, how your body consumes so much oxygen, which goes down there, and food. And that it doesn't mess up. I've never been this close to a cat's eye before. God, it looks really good though. Look at that. There's the cornea. Let's hide that. Or we could do little markings. So we could do a little. This is our personal license for personal use only. Right, how do I draw? I don't know. Oh no, there's... Oh wait, I'm drawing out of my hand. I was looking at where I was pointing. Someone in the chat just said the jejunum. Hello everyone. I was actually just going to go over here and just like maybe make this cat look a bit friendlier. There we go. That looks much nicer. Maybe give the cat some lipstick. What do we think? Lipstick might make the cat look a bit nicer. This is a thing of nightmares. What else we got? We got the respiratory. There we go. We put some lungs on. Let's go in. Let's go. Let's check out. We're going down here. Woo! We're going down the trachea. And then here are the lungs. The caudal. Look at this. This is awesome. Look, so, you know, joking aside, I mean, I'm half joking with a lot of this stuff. Like, I do find this interesting, but this is what I said with human anatomy VR, is when I was learning the brain in biopsychology at university, we were given a black and white printout. This probably shows my age. On a bit of paper with, like, labels. But when you see labels, there's no three-dimensional stuff. So you're like, where's that actually pointing at? And I mean, it did the trick, but it wasn't great. Where's the brain? Oh, this tool is amazing. Can I not do it in? Yeah, I love this. This is such a cool tool in VR. Let's just. God, you've really got to put your. Here we go. Look at this. But I was just saying that, like, learning parts of the body this way is so much more immersive and, like, helpful. But look, you can just do this and cut your way through so you can actually see. He thought, okay, that's not working now, is it? Let's okay. Here we go. Here we go. This is what a cat looks like. Here we go. So look. Look at that. A cat scan. But isn't that cool? So you can actually. I think it's just incredible. Oh, let's remove that. What else we got here? Oh, you can do a quiz with, like, the names. But let's take the skull off. There we go. Let's have a look at the brain. Cerebral. That was the cerebral hemisphere. And then we got the internal brain organs. We're going to have to go into ant mode, aren't we? Let's do it. Let's go, 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 go. Meow. It's the sound of a plane, but also the sound of a cat. Let's go in. Here we are. So we've got the diencephalon. Oh my goodness. I don't remember some of this stuff. This is just like what animals are made of. It's crazy. It's super cool. To be honest, I remember as a kid learning parts of the body. My parents got me. Does anyone remember this? This is going to show my age. It was like called a Philips CDI. It was like before DVD players existed. And you put a compact disc on it. And then it had games. Like I had a Sesame Street game. I had a game where you made like a slideshow of cartoons. But there was one that it was actually learning about the human body, which was pretty awesome. Yeah. Here we are. Right. I think it's time for us to have a look. Actually, let's do a quiz. You still have one, Agromania. That's awesome. Here we go. Quiz time. Select correct the name of the highlighted structure. Oh, that is definitely... Well, it's on the left. There we go. What? Okay. The highlighted structure now. Oh, it's here. It's the jaw. So... It's not any of the left-right stuff. It's the mandible. Yeah, I knew it was the mandible. Right, next one. This is... Oh, wow, it's all the way down there. It's like... on the heel, and it's the second one from the left. So it's on the right. It's not a rib. Second digit. See, I feel like you can just work it out pretty easy. Right, that's the second digit from the tail. It's got to be that one, the 21st. Caudal vertebra. Yep. Cool. And then, oh, that's the second digit on the right. Although, yeah. Oh no, it was fit because I should have been counting the other way. This looks like the first digit on the left. Okay. And then this one. Oh wow, what is this? This is inside. It's like a gland. Is it, or is it a tooth? No, it's a gland. And it's on the left. No. Okay. All right. I think that's an A+. All right. Let's have a look here. Let's go to the dog. Hello, doggy. The doggy has no eyes. Hello, doggy. It's like, you'd see this, you'd be like, oh, what a cute little doggy. What a cute little dog. Whoa, no eyes. We're going into the no eyes. And here we are. I still got my sketches from earlier. Let's get rid of them. Terrible, terrible sketches. Look at those hairs. A doggy with no teeth. All right, let's give you some teeth. There we go. Let's give you some teeth. And let's give you some eyes. There we are. That looks much better. Can go in the nose. Got to be wet in there, wouldn't it? Blech. Up the nasal cavity. Here we are. Down here. Into the stomach. Whoa. Yeah, see, that allows you to go in it, which is cool. We're coming out. This actually be a good thing. You'll never guess what animal I'm inside right now. Actually, I need to do it so I'm not clipping. Let's do it like this. So anyone just tuning in will be like, you'll never guess what animal I'm inside right now. I need to get out. Come on. Yeah. Oh, that was a close one. You shouldn't have eaten me. Look, we could put everything on. Look at that. Oh, what was that? Oh, muscles. Yeah, because the dog has a tongue. No tongue. There we go. Let's go in now. Okay, this. Look at this now. You know, they always talk about cable management. Human bodies. Terrible cable management. Just loads of shit everywhere. Look at this. Whoa, there's all these like creepy hands reaching out. Looks like it's clapping hands. This feels religious. Ah. And then, oh, what have we got here? Ah, here we go. Testicles, dog balls. There we go. Dog balls there. You like to think of it as organically arranged. I like that. There we go. Have you ever been inside a dog testicle before? Excuse me. Oh, it's all the furry, the fur, the bull fur. Ugh. It is very cool. It's just the detail when you come up close like this. Oh. Yeah, the enlargement thing isn't pretty good. It's pretty weird. Well, that is a big dog. Right, let's do a quiz. Okay, what is this? This is on the right, and it's obviously a muscle. So I'm going to say it is... It's not the hypochondrial region. It's not the dorsal. I've forgotten what dorsal means. I think it's the thoracic part of the ventral... Oh, no, I ran out of time. Ah, damn it, I didn't realise there was time. Let's go again. 20 seconds. Okay. Right, it's the third on the left. Third digit of the four. Yeah, cool, right. Next up. Oh, okay. Right paw. Third. It's on the left. Left paw. No. Sorry, right paw. No, it was the four. Okay. I panicked. Right, it's on the tail. 22nd. Or the 6th. No, it's got to be near the end. No. Right, this is on the right knee. Is it the patella? No, it's not the patella. Gonna say it's the proximal. No. And then this is on the right leg. It's not the premolar because that's to do with teeth. This is... It's not the phalanx. Not the molar. Tarsal bone. Yeah. Okay, let's have a look here. Right, on the right foot. And it's a bit further up. So it's the... Is it on the 4th digit? Actually, it might be. Or is it the 3rd digit? It's the 3rd digit. No. And then finally... this is on the 4th digit on the left. Oh no, maybe it's the 5th. No, I'm an idiot. Absolutely. Oh, it was the patella. It was the patella. Damn. Damn. Right. Okay, let's have a look here. You can do a dark scene. Okay, that's cool. Quick settings. Environment. See, this is cool. I like this environment a lot. But they have just ported it from like Human Anatomy. Man. What's in here? It won't let you go in there. Let's have a look outside. Oh, that's cool. I like that. I'd love to know where in the world that is. Cool. All right, everyone. Well, it's a small little app. Educational one. But I'm going to wrap it up there. So that was my PSVR2 Let's Play of Virtual Medicine's, not Human Anatomy VR, but Animal Anatomy VR on my PSVR2 PS5 Pro. Time to give my final thoughts. So, let's start with the graphics. What do I think of the visuals of this game? This game looks good in the headset. I mean, it's very simple, but it's very clear. You know, you want to be reading a lot of text in details, and you want the models to be good in how they look. And I just think that all this looks really great. It has a pretty good frame rate. Yeah, as I say, like, reading everything is very clear. I think the way that everything is presented is absolutely excellent. However, there's reprojection, and you notice it when you're moving around or you're moving this about. There is that sort of ghosting effect, which I think is a real shame, especially when you've got a lot of text. And I understand you're not really wanting to be moving stuff around a lot and, you know, trying to read stuff as you're doing it like this. But I just kind of feel for a game that, and I might be completely wrong, as simple as this, I don't think there is a need for reprojection. Also, there are some mistakes with the assets that I'll get to towards the end of my final thoughts. But yeah, overall, I think it's good in terms of the visual presentation of this game. Next up, the audio. There's very little audio. I kind of would like it if there was music that you could put on in the background. I just want to make sure that I haven't missed that. Let's exit to the lobby, actually. Audio. No, there wasn't even that. So, yeah, I do wish that there was audio. Just have a bit of music in the background, you know? I'm sure that vets, when they're doing their work, they like to have some music on. I could be wrong, though. Could be mistaken. But the sounds of, like, the clicking on buttons and that, it's so simple, and it's fine, I guess. So, yeah. And then next up, the haptics. There's no haptics in this game. Does there need to be haptics? I kind of feel like it would help, maybe, when it comes to clicking on things. I was saying earlier that there is a button to undo when you've hidden objects and that, and you're pressing it, and you have to look carefully to see, are the items coming back? So I do think that there is an opportunity with haptics, with sound effects, to have a bit more signposting when you're doing some of these interactions, because there just might be some people that are missing out on stuff. And, you know, I think that when you're taking actions, especially in a VR environment, you should be provided with stimuli, basically to signpost that actions have been taken. Yes, you can argue when you're undoing, you can see the undoing happening, but sometimes you can't. Sometimes it's happening with really small things in the environment. So yeah, very minimal there. And then finally, gameplay. Again, this is not a game. This is an educational app. So I'm not going to say, did I have fun playing this? Was I engaged using this app? And the answer is, yeah. I am, like, not massively into animals in this way. I am not training to be a vet. But from the standpoint of an educational tool, I think it's a great representation of, you know, the anatomy of animals, like being able to explore it, just like with human anatomy. I have to say, from seeing the trailer, it looked like that you were going to have additional animals. I swear they just said there was X number of animals or more animals or stuff like that. There's just two animals. It's a cat and dog, male and female, which you might argue, well, those are the most common that vets deal with, I guess. But I kind of feel like if it's called animal anatomy, like, two animals isn't a lot. It therefore should have just been called feline and canine anatomy. Do you know what I mean? Unless they're going to add more to this, you know? Maybe that is something that they should be doing, is you have, like, the base. Like, in my mind, they should be doing, like, one of the animals is, like, free, and then you buy licenses for additional ones, or you buy the license for this and then you buy licenses for additional animals. That's kind of how I feel when it comes to this as an educational app. I also want to say that, like, to begin with, the locomotion is really strange. So normally you're moving with your left stick. That does not happen from the get-go. But it makes sense in some ways, because then later on when you're rotating stuff, you are using the left stick. But it's click turn, snap turn, and, like, smooth locomotion. You can do teleport, but it's just weird. Yeah, it's weird. It's just really strange. And then when you go near the outside your environment, it's not doing it here, but like the screen went black and said, you know, return to your environment. You have to use the reset button, I realised. But yeah, there's a few strange things there. And then also in the tutorial, there was a bit where it said Human Anatomy VR. And there was a few bits where I was like, have I downloaded the right app? I came in here and it says Human Anatomy VR. So look, I'm just keeping it real. The developers, they have just basically duplicated Human Anatomy VR and just replaced the human model with the cat and dog ones, which is fine. But I just kind of feel like if you're going to do that and charge what you're charging for it, then at least have the duty and care to make sure that you're replacing the assets completely, because this kind of just emphasizes or just gives the impression that it's a lazy port of your own thing, which is a shame. And I know isn't the case, or at least I assume that to be the case. So, yeah, I know I say this a lot, but I'm just going to say it again as a part of my final thoughts. When I was at university, I was studying psychology, and I remember doing biopsychology, which was definitely my weak spot. And the way that we were taught the anatomy of the brain was we were given a printout, a black and white diagrams of the brain with like things pointing at different parts and naming it. And, you know, you can use that to a certain degree. But when I did Human Anatomy VR, I was like, oh my God, being able to pick up the pieces, quizzing, the interactivity and stuff, I think that that's really smart. And I do want to commend developers like Virtual Medicine that are using this technology to help people learn things. And I do wish there were more educational apps on PlayStation VR2, and especially ones that are like, you know, not just surface level kids games that have like, yeah, pretty janky mini games. I do like the quiz system in this. I do wish the quiz system was maybe a bit more customizable. You just do quiz and it just gives you random stuff. I wish you could say, I want a quiz on this section, unless it is based on what you've got selected. But like you say, I want to learn just the foot. Because the thing is, when you do the quiz and it highlights something on the left foot and you're looking at the multiple choice, well, obviously you're going to look at what ones, when it says right, well, it's not on the right, it's left. Whereas if you were like, I only want a quiz on this part of the foot, and all the options are for that left part of the foot, then actually that's going to challenge you a bit more to get it right. And I think that maybe they could have I was going to say a campaign system, but like, you know, maybe like different grades of difficulty. So eventually, like, there is a S tier top class of it. Like, I think there's just, you know, VR is an interactive medium, and there is some interactivity in it. I do think the making larger the animal and that some of the controls are a bit janky and I don't think that intuitive. But overall, I see the direction they're going. And I think that with the foundations of like the models themselves is good. I think that in terms of the educational part with the quizzes and stuff like that, I think that there's definitely a lot more innovation. And I'm kind of disappointed to see that basically what they've done from Human Anatomy VR doesn't feel like they've learned or basically innovated a lot from that one. So yeah, those are my thoughts. And I think the reason that I'm being quite critical in the areas that I am is because I do believe in VR being used as an educational tool. And again, I commend like Virtual Medicine for doing that. And I'm obviously really disappointed that there's no trophy, I don't think. Let's have a look. Yeah, there's no trophies, no platinum trophy. Absolutely, like terrible. You know, but that's just me. And just to be clear, I'm joking, although kind of not joking. If there was a platinum trophy, I'd be very, very happy. And I'll tell you what, if to get a platinum trophy, you had to like go through a campaign of quizzes to like actually score high on like the hardest exam, you know what? I probably would. And I probably would become really well educated because, you know, in educations, like when I did psychology, you know, gamification of education is important. It is effective. So, you know, a sidestep from my jokey comment there, there's actually some truth to it. If there was a platinum trophy for an app like this that required you to go through stages of learning about these animals, you know what? You would educate a lot of people that way. You just would. You just would. It's a fact. And as Looper in the chat just said, yeah, it should be called Pet Anatomy. And also Native Backlog Game Cat says no pets were harmed in the making of this app. Let's play. So yeah. Anyway, that's it from me. Want to say a massive thank you to everyone for tuning in. Once again, a massive thank you to Virtual Medicine for providing me with the, I was going to say game key, app key for Animal Anatomy VR. Have you checked this out yourself? And if so, what do you think about it? And if not, what did you honestly think of this? There are always going to be people that look at these Let's Plays and go, oh, this doesn't look like a good game. It's not a game. And if you're not into apps or the educational side, that's absolutely fine. This is not for you. But for those that do have an interest in VR being used as a medium for these kind of things, what are your thoughts on this? What would you recommend the devs incorporate to make stuff like this, you know, embrace the VR medium and what it can offer even more? I'm heading off now. I want to say a massive thank you to everyone for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye-bye!
You